Hello and welcome back to our RedRun challenge in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, where today we are going to be playing with a Pekka in the Moga Woods at night. Because we haven't done that yet, and there is a chance that we can upgrade our Pekka weapon, and after that point it's not actually going to need Pekka parts for upgrading. So, with luck, we can get some good stuff going. Also, Carver Low would actually be really good for us. And also, apparently, Carver Low is available. Do we have anything better than Carver Low, though? No, it looks like Carver Low is the best we can hope for. Unfortunately, Feline Foodie is worthless to us, so let's go for some of this. So it'll give us Defense Medium, that's nice. And Water Bearer isn't terrible in case the thing calls a Ludroth. So, yeah. The reason I want Carver Low is because without it, there is a roughly 40% chance that we'll get the Vivid Feather we need from Carves. With it, that chance increases a little bit, because Carver Low is a 25% chance to get one extra Carve. And there's a 16% chance per Carve that we get the Vivid Feather we want. And yeah, that's not huge. But assuming Carver Low doesn't kick in, we have a 40% chance from Carves alone to get what we want. That jumps up to about 46% if we get a Sparkly from the Pekka. So no matter what, it's not great odds, but it is odds. I've certainly had worse odds come to fruition. Yeah, we can hope. We just need one Vivid Feather, and then we're done with Pekka parts. Unfortunately, breaking the wings does ordinarily carry a chance at a Vivid Feather. And the reason I say unfortunately is because wing breaks and all breaks mean nothing in the Moga Woods. Because there's no break rewards to speak of here. So there's no need for me to go for the face break, because it's worth nothing. Though I will still be hitting the face if the Pekka falls down, because of course I will. If the Pekka falls down, then the face is the weakest part that I can hit. But yeah, if it doesn't fall down, I don't really need to waste my time going for the face. Thankfully, I don't think this Pekka is capable of calling a Joe on us, because Joe hasn't yet been sighted in the Moga Woods. Because we haven't done a quest to kill a Joe yet. So we've got that going for us. I almost got the face, but he, like, drifted by my weapon. Yeah, I may have gotten both wing breaks, but it means nothing to have done so. Other than just limiting the size of the flints. Shakalakas are doing a good job with heals so far. This, not expedition, not a hunt, or well, it is a hunt, not a quest though. Oh, that's right. We've got baggy breeding, so we can get a high rank little baggy parts before we can even go to the tundra. That is potentially interesting. I might have to actually grab some baggy parts. Don't know what I'd really use them for, but having them couldn't hurt. Unfortunately, this Pekka gave himself a defense song, which is not really being very helpful. Okay, bye. I'll just play with this baggie then. You know, they said it was baggy breeding. But how many baggies are here? I spy one. And I don't believe that one can make a breeding pair. Just for some reason. I don't expect this guy to do any breeding by... Oh, we can't carve him. Yeah. There's no way that that baggie is going to do any breeding. Whether or not we killed him. Though maybe over in Area 6 we'll find a bunch of baggies. Probably 1 or 2 in Area 5 as well. Nope, no baggies in here. So... maybe there's a baggie or 2 in Area 5? If not, then... wait. Oh, baggy breeding was not here, but rather it was for when the Crimson Pekka was here. That's right. Thanks, I guess. Avian Fine Bone's not the worst thing I could get, I suppose. Let's go ahead and drink this. That'll do. Oh, Pekka. I really need to try and generate at least one sparkly from this Pekka. Because, yeah, going from a 40% chance to a 46% chance to walk away with at least one vivid feather. I mean, it's a nice boost. 46 is close to 50. And then if we hit the Carver low on the corpse, then that would actually boost us above 50% chance to get the feather we need over the course of the quest. Between carves and a sparkly, that is. Definitely need the sparkly to happen, though, in order to get above 50. So, if this guy would just kindly deliver unto me a Pekka sparkly, well, I would appreciate it. Unfortunately, when he's calling for small monsters, his throat pouch is actually too high up for us to hit it. We need him to be doing either a buff song or calling for a large monster. Because otherwise, we just can't reach that throat pouch. And calling for a large monster, we're not really super likely to hit the throat pouch instead of the face. Simply because of the position he holds them both in. And there he goes. But there's always a chance. And he's going south. That's fine. So if he does call a large monster, we may end up fighting it, depending on what it is. We're not allowed to fight it if it turns out to be a purple Ludroth or a great Jaggy. Which is unfortunate because we could really use great Jaggy parts. And if it turns out to be a regular Ludroth, then we can fight that. If it's a bear, we can fight that. If it's a Rathian, we can fight that. Just not purple Ludroth or great Jaggy. Why you gotta call small monsters all the time? Why not do a buff song? Why not call a large monster? What do you got against doing stuff where I can hit your throat pouch? Here's a buff song. Question is, can I get the hits in the right spot? I can. So, we have potentially gotten the ability to break 50% for our chances at a Vivid Feather. 10% right here, and we did not hit it. Now, if we can get another sparkly to happen, then we can get another chance. It is only a 10% chance from the sparklies, so that's not super reliable. Each carve is 16%, which isn't really much better, but it is better. Nice fail flints there, buddy. Ooh. Unfortunately, the wing got in the way there. But we did get at least one more hit in on that neck patch. I don't want to get bugs. I want to carve the Roggy. But I guess the Roggy's gone now. Buddy, could you land and then try another buff song? Wow. He actually did. All right, we potentially just got another sparkly. Oh, can we only get one sparkly per Pekka? That's a shame. Would have really appreciated a second one. I'd also really like it if his defense song wore off. So yeah, we are now stuck relying entirely upon body carves, which, if we don't get carver low, about 40% chance that we get the feather we want. At least one feather, that is. So hopefully we do hit that 40%. That would be really nice. Because after the next upgrade of the Pekka weapon, it upgrades into a Rathalos weapon. And we've got plenty of Rathaloses left to fight, both low rank and high rank. Because, like, well, maybe not plenty, but a few. We haven't fought any low-rank Rathaloses in Tanzia. We haven't fought the low-rank Rathalos in the Moga Woods. We haven't done all of the low-rank Rathalos quests in Moga, I don't think. I think there's one left. Could be wrong, though. It's possible that there are none left. But either way, we've only done one Rathalos, so we've got more available. Whereas Pekko's, we don't really have that many more. Like, we still do have Tanzia Pekko's, if this one doesn't get us what we want. But that's it. And we actually aren't in high rank in Tanzia yet, so it would be a while before we could even try. So yeah, I would like to be able to get the Rathalos sword and shield. It's got a real iconic look, and I like it. Plus, it's not a terrible weapon besides, so yeah, wouldn't be bad to have. Another nice thing about getting the Rathalos weapon would be that there are, just by virtue of Rathalos being Rathalos, not any kind of shortage of quests involving him. So, like, yeah, we'd have a pretty good chance at getting the stuff we need. Like, we would probably need a plate and a ruby eventually. And then G-rank stuff besides. But, like, it's Rathalos, so we'd be able to at least get some chances at it. It's not like it's one and done. Gonna go ahead and use the bed. Kind of interesting that the Pekka hasn't tried calling any other large monsters. But then again, I guess it doesn't really have a very wide pool to pull from right now because we haven't done many high-rank quests. So that's probably why. Chacha, is it just Pekka? Yeah, it is just Pekka. Gonna go through Area 1 because it's a little faster than going all the way across Area 3. Even with the load screen. There's always these little time saves that you get used to using when you play Monster Hunter games enough. Though admittedly, these types of time saves are pretty much gone in World. Closest analog there is in World is whether or not you use a Wing Drake to fast travel to a different base camp. Which I do on occasion. It's similar, just not quite the same. And I should see if I can get some high-quality pelts to drop out of these Kelbys. There's one. And a Kelby Horn. Kelby Horn isn't a bad result, though. Now, if it had been a Kelby liver or whatever, then there might have been some less than happiness. But I'll take a Kelby Horn. So this Pekka is not long for this world. Be nice if it just keeled over right here, but clearly it's going to take a few more hits. There it goes. All right, Vivid Feather. 40% chance at minimum. Let's see if we hit it. Okay, that's not great. A little better and or worse, depending. And no Vivid Feather for us. That's a shame. That means we are stuck waiting until high rank Tanzia to get another chance at a Pekka for a Vivid Feather. That's not great. But then again, it's not like I was going to be able to use the Rathalos weapon immediately anyway. Because it would take some time to get to the point where it was as good as this weapon. Like, I think it gets more green more quickly. But, like, for the raw and the element to match this, it'd take some time. So, let's report that Pekka. And we got some Dust of Life instead of Pekka pipes. Which is unfortunate. But hey, let's go ahead and get that expanded shroom box. And then we'll also get the expanded bug box. And with that, I think our farm is actually in full operating condition. So I do kind of want to get this. Though making that many mega nutrients is a little bit of a pain. And this mask isn't terrible. It's another mask that makes the Shakalaka in question not attack. Which, I mean, there's positives and negatives to that. The positives being that they're more likely to carve stuff. And that reminds me. Will one of these little jerks be our savior right now? That would be great. Not this one. He's got nothing from Pekka. How about you? Oh, snap. Kayamba, you are a true pal. I'm sorry for calling you a jerk. I'll take it. So yeah, 182, 150 versus 210, 140. Okay, I guess actually we can get it to be quite a bit better. Pretty quick. Like, it's got a little more green sharp than this. And it's got more element. Doesn't have the affinity boost, though. So actually, this might still be better. I mean, by a little bit. It's on average 2.5% more damage. Which, I mean, hey, that's like 5 raws worth. A little more. And 10 element is worth more than 5 raw, depending on what monster you're fighting and whether the element is something it's weak to. But yeah, I'd say they're about equal. And with this having more green, yeah. Why did I press that button? Plus, I mean, look at that. That's cool looking. So yeah, I would not at all mind getting that, which means we need 5 Rathalos shells, because apparently we've got none. I think that means killing Rathaloses, because capturing them, I'm pretty sure, cuts into the chances at shells and instead gives higher chances at plates. And do we have any other? Yep, there's a Rathalos. So yeah, we've got 2... Oh, hey, that's not even the same Cetus that the Urgent was. So we would be able to fight another Cetus. That's great. But yeah, we've got 2 Rathaloses left to fight in low rank in Moga. And then we've got at least 2 in Tanzia. Probably 3. So I think what's going to happen here is next time we are going to fight us a low-rank Rathalos in hopes that we get some shells. So join us next time for Rathalos. See you then, friends.